Hello, Exile, and welcome back to Before You Buy. I'm Nerve, and on this episode, we are breaking down the brand new Myrmidon armor set and parts of its theme. And spoilers, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Now, the metal is something of like a tarnished bronze, kind of like something, it's aquatic. Looks aquatic. It looks great. The textures on the metal look incredible. Most of the make or break that I see for the set comes from the addition of like the neon trailing skirt that was added to it. Now, let's be real. The visual trope of kind of unnecessary shiny add-ons to like the design of armors in Path of Exile is something that has been here since the very beginning of the concept art of the game. At this point, I don't mind. I really don't mind, especially when it's not too over the top. And here it isn't. It's nice, it's mellow, it's not all over the armor, it's not all neon green, it's just on the trailing skirt, a little bit on the helm and the gloves, and it's a good color, it combos well. I think it's fine. Now this set looks good across most classes and lighting conditions. There's not really any outliers that look terrible. I do feel it stands out in really bright lighting conditions because you can see the details and like the motif on the armor, the various shells and scales, and the things that really make it feel like its own unique theme rather than just another teal armor or whatever, however you want to look at it. And as with most of its theme, it looks okay. The cloak I don't feel is anything special, but like the skill effects are top notch. The portal's really cool. The character effect sucks. Yeah, the character effects are terrible. I don't know what they were going for or what they wanted here. I do appreciate that they added physics onto the little orbs so they look a little bit more natural, and I hope we see a lot more of that going forward. But the actual visual effects, it's just like, this thing wanted to be Faithsworn, but, so yeah, regret buying that one. Now let's show us some cool combos. Now in the last year, we've gotten a ton of support from this type of like teal, medium blue color theme, and this set elevates pieces from each of those themes that came before it. Misery in particular is a standout here. Misery is really good, especially the swords. The swords are incredible. And as is Apollyon. Now Apollyon is a lot more outlandish than Misery is, but once the full set is released I believe it's next week into the store, once we're able to buy the full Apollyon set and I'll have access to the cloak, we'll have, a bit more of a reserved look. The hood though is really nice. Mystic, Corsair, and Spectre are like the godfathers of this color palette. They all work kind of well to their own degrees, depending on how green or how blue you want to make the setup go. But there's some combos in there that you can look for. Spectre, like the Spectre wings, I feel are really good. Now, I already mentioned Faithsworn as a comparison for the character effect, but also the helm from Myrmidon works as a nice swap for Faithsworn. And I feel like that's worth mentioning because I had a buddy got Faithsworn, but he hates the helmet. He just hates the helmet, and he's been looking for a replacement for the helmet for like forever. So that's worth mentioning that it looks really good there, but not really vice versa because the metal on Faithsworn is like a pale white as opposed to like the tarnished browns and kind of silver here. So the rest of it doesn't really mesh all that well, but the helmet is a nice little swap that you can include. And then obviously worth mentioning is the OG Water Elemental. It's just like the original water set, and it's nice to have more water sets in the store. Hopefully going into the future, we get a couple more, really have some good pieces to combo with back and forth. That'll be great. But as for right now, there's only a couple, and they look well together. They look good. In review, this is a great set. Really good. Top notch compared to the other MTX that we've gotten so far this week. And I think you'll notice that I haven't, reviewed anything else that we got this week. And I feel, it sucks not making Before You Buys, but at the same time, I don't really want to touch on, recolors and, sets that are shipped with recolors. It's just kind of boring. I don't know. Really like a lot to talk about there. Yeah, thanks for watching.